Make it like a money bag. Money bag. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now it's Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Richmond. Come back.
On 4th down, Watson. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 51 yards on the ground. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
No. Check. Patriot. Gone.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jags have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Watson hands this to Foreman. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 39 that time. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Come back! Come back!
After the interception, here's Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Bernardrick McKinney in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Reset.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Watson, off play action. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
On second down, here's Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Richmond.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Here's Watson now on second down. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The Texans on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on first down. Looking long for Westbrook. He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Gone! Over! Gone!
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to loft this one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Richmond.
Watson on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Richmond.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Big hold of the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gun! Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man right side is Shark. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Over! Detroit! Hey, 4-1 Mike. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He'll look to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Doug Marrone has made the call. His guys are going for it. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side, able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a first down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Let's go. Hey, we got Detroit. Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Okay, Faulk, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Check. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. And it'll bring up third down.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. Now Bernard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Reset.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now it's Watson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Watson now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a first and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
On first down, Watson going deep for Hopkins. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And he comes back with one complete. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Texans cut into that lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
Richmond.
Watson. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to float this over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Come back!
After the interception, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Richmond.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Let's bring it. Gun!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A very solid gain of 27. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. Sharks got it left side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Back to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And they'll go on the ground. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Off of play action, it's Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Watson now to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Right back to him on 1st down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Third and long. It's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man right side is Sharp. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Jaguars on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is third down and 12.
I got trick this side. I got trick this side. We got three. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jaguars, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.